Oops. Hello. How is everybody doing out there? All the children of light and the star seeds. I wanted to come on today. I've been really wanting to come on camera this week, but guess what? No time. Because I work a 9 to 5 job and, I do homeschooling. So, it's kind of hard for me to get on camera and to do my YouTube videos, but I try to make time. And especially because I've been working on the weekend, so it's been really hard. And today's the first day I have off in a few days. So yeah, so next week back to normal. So anyway, I really wanted to come on. This is going to be a long video. I have 7 questions. And as we all know, there's so many things going on right now. There's a full moon in Leo, and there's just so much going on. Like so much coming onto the surface, so much information out there, so many things that we're learning. It's just crazy. There's just so much to talk about. So this is probably going to be a longer video than usual. So grab your popcorn. Okay, so what we're going to get into, I want to get into the new financial system, the quantum financial system, whatever it's called, the stellar. I want to get into that. There were 2 videos that Nicholas Benjamin posted. The first one was with Emily Tang, and the other one was with his name was Mr. Trumptastic, and John Dowling. So these were 2 experts, and they went into detail. And if you do, I'm going to post the 2 links below. So if you do watch the videos, I advise you to take notes because there's a lot of information. They have a lot of information, and it's really great. And my hair is looking a little wild there. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about some of the things that they were mentioning, and then we're going to do questions. Okay, so Emily Tang, she was basically answering Nicholas's questions about, this new system coming in. And, as you know, if you are keeping abreast with the news, with BRICS and all these countries coming in, and there are about 100 countries that already want to come into, being backed by the gold. So what she was saying was that it's going to be, she said blockchain. So we need to go into the blockchain, enter into the blockchain. And Nicholas had asked, well, what is the blockchain? I don't know what blockchain is. I didn't know until she explained it. So the blockchain is like a ledger, like a profit, I guess, like a profit and loss. If you know anything about accounting, a ledger lists all of like your profits and your expenses. So it's going to be something like that. But it's actually a system or a financial software. So all the information, everybody's information is going to be stored in a cloud, and it's going to be an unchangeable cloud. So everybody will see everyone else's transactions. So you won't be able to lie, basically. And I've heard this before. I've heard like something, oh, my hair. Okay. I've heard this before. Like it's going to be like something where, you can see it's going to be an honest system. Okay. So, but there also is going to be a privacy aspect to it where there's going to be a pseudonymity. I'm having trouble saying that word. And there's going to be identity protection. People will probably have a number associated with them. So she was also asked, what is going to happen to the dollar? What is going to happen to the money that we use now, the currency that we use now? Well, she said that it's going to be replaced by stable coin to physical currency. So we're going to have both. We're going to have both digital and a physical, which is the rainbow. I think it's a rainbow currency. So we're going to have physical currency and digital. So the white hats are creating the structure, and they're waiting for the legislation to come in. And she talked about, stellar, that crypto will move into stellar. I'm not a crypto expert, so I really don't know much. But anyway, so everything is going to move into the stellar system. And if you hear background noise, that's my family, because I just heard a door slam. Okay, so, and she said that we're all going to have like a wallet, like a digital type of wallet where it's going to be secure, like Lobster. She mentioned Lobster. And she also said that everyone will have a certain amount of crypto in their bank account waiting for them, XRP or XRP XLM. Okay. Okay, and then she also said that September 24th will change something about changing into stellar, that all the banks will operate on a system that will like protect our identification. And she said if there's any reason why we can't access the money in the bank, it's because that bank is changing over into the stellar system. And the other gentleman, John Dowling, he mentioned that the first tier banks, which are like Chase and like Bank of America, are already, or like Wells Fargo, are already like converted, and like they're already converted into that system. So if you do have one of those banks, you don't have to worry about it. If you have maybe like a local bank, you might have to worry. So let's see. So she also said there's going to be an announcement before everything changes over, like completely. And she said that the loans, like if you have a loan, or if let's say you're financing a car, or financing a home, you have a mortgage, that will not be recognized because it was done in the old system through the bad guys, the Khazarian mafia. And so that will not be recognized, and it will be wiped out. So yeah, nice. I would love to see my debt wiped out. That would be great. Okay. So what else did I want to mention? Okay, so also John Dowling, he mentioned that there will be no taxes on pre-owned cars. So there will only be taxes on new products, and it's going to be a flat rate that people can live with, and no income taxes. He also said that he also mentioned copper. See, that's what I wanted to ask about. That copper will be kind of like silver, and it's going to go up in value. And he said something about March, like something happening in March, that, I don't know, we may see things in our bank accounts between March and July. And also, he also mentioned that silver, he predicted it. I don't think that he knows for sure that it's going to go up to 3,000 this year, or I don't know if he said this year, but he said that it would go up to 3,000. I don't think it necessarily this year, but he predicted that it could go up to 3,000. So, okay, now I want to ask the questions. So my first question is going to be, is Emily Tang, telling the truth? Is she, somebody we can trust with this type of information? So what do the cards have to say? Mixing them up. Let's see. I got this card, Five of Wands. I think that has to do with the bank, like the banks, like everything reorganizing, everything's becoming reorganized. So let's focus on Emily Tang. Okay, let's see. Is she telling the truth? Is she somebody we can trust? Yeah, she is working behind the scenes on our behalf. And you see that he is harvesting, he's, you know, um, working on the crops, nurturing them. It's filling up. We're like 70% there. And we have Knight of Pentacles. And this is somebody who is patient and who's working towards a goal. And, I'm not getting that I'm not getting anything negative from her. And I do feel like she's telling the truth. This is more of like, a fixed sign, like somebody who's an earth sign, who's patient. And, I feel a truth coming from her. I don't feel, this is a wise old soul. This is a person who is an old soul, who's been incarnated quite a few times. I would say many times. So yeah, I don't sense anything, anything from her that's, like she's manipulating. Like we would have gotten the magician or something. So I don't sense that from her. Okay, so I want to know, my other question is, who does Emily Tang work for? And I mean, the Hermit pretty much says like she's pretty much working for the good guys, but let's just ask. So who is Emily Tang working for? Let's just ask a direct question. Okay, I mean, she's definitely working for the good of humanity. Definitely. So, I mean, you can see this, this is a very healing card. This is a very joyous card. She's not working for anyone, like any of the bad people. Like she's definitely has integrity. Okay, so next question. Will we see any activity in our bank accounts between March and July? Well, in other words, are we going to have an increase of money between those months? So let's ask. Let's see. And I'm always asking about the highest timeline. So I always put myself in the highest timeline and ask my higher self. So are we going to see any activity between March and July, like an increase of our funds? Well, I got, this is something that, right, you know, they're working on. They're still working on this, and there is a strategy, and they're moving away from the old system. See, this guy's like walking away from kind of like, it's kind of like something he's walking away from, like that didn't serve him in the past. Also, there are going to be those that are going to doubt. There's some people that are going to doubt. And I'm getting some people are going to be excluded. But it's like going to be through their choice. Okay. I don't know why, but it looks like, because it's kind of like they're narrow-minded and they don't want to see. There's something they don't want to see. Okay. So this is the past. So this is the collapse of the system, which makes total sense. The system, you know, in the past, it's been collapsing. This is presently. So Page of Cups is a soft yes. So yes, we will see activity in our bank accounts. I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a little, like, it's not going to be like, okay, one day you have $100 in your bank account. The next day you have like 100,000 in your bank account. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be a little slower. And then this is Two of Wands, which is covering new territory. And this is going to happen worldwide. It's going to happen for everybody, not just people in this country, in the United States or North America. So it's going to happen worldwide. So yeah, so it's like more like we're moving out of the old system into the new system. Okay, next question. Will silver go up significantly this year? Okay, what is the deal with silver? What is the deal with silver? Silver this year. What do we need to know about silver this year? What do we need to know about silver this year? Ooh, yeah. We got Ace of Pentacles. It is going to go up this year. We're going to be covering new territory. This is going to be like an unprecedented thing with silver. Awesome. Yep. Listen, this is the past, where it's been like behind the scenes. The value of it has been hidden. It's just telling you that right now. And then we have the Fool, which is like new territory. Right now, it's like kind of a risk. Right now is a good time to buy, because the price went down. I think it went up a little bit and then it went down. So this is like kind of like a risk card, but it's also a beginning. This is also a beginning, because, you know, beginning of things changing. And then we have Two of Cups, which is the future. So, you know, what this means is the Two of Cups means that we are going to be, oh my God, I just got this download. Okay, so basically we are going to be joining the rest of the galactic family, because the intergalactics, you know, the people that live in the other universes, the other planets, their silver has value. So we're going to be joining them in that way. Their metals, they value their metals, and their metals are worth a lot. Here in this realm, it's not worth a lot because it's been suppressed. Cool beans. All right, next question. All right, so copper. So what is the deal with copper? What do we need to what do we need to know about copper? What do we need to know? All right, let me concentrate on copper. What do we need to know about copper? What do we need to know about copper? Ooh, I just got cards that just like flew out. Wow. So copper, copper, all right. I just needed a minute because I'm getting like a download. Copper can help us when we meditate. Copper can help us connect with God, source energy, and help us to reach enlightenment. It makes me think of like when the Russians did some research on pyramids and found that when they put a pyramid over, like, let's say they were growing something over if they put a pyramid over their, let's say, tomatoes or whatever it was, those crops would grow better. And I'm pretty sure they use copper. So copper is very beneficial and connects us to God, to source, to the creator. And that it's been suppressed. It's another metal that's been suppressed. So what was my question? Oh yeah. What do we need to know? Is it a good investment? Yes, I would say yes for this card. Definitely it is. And it's in its baby stages. Okay, next question. Why did the elites not want us to have gold? Or tell us that, yeah, there isn't an abundance of gold. Like why was it, suppressed from us? Let's see. Like, what is the reason that the gold was suppressed? I'm getting because it has healing qualities to it. Healing qualities. It can be used. It can be used for vehicles that can fly, ships, maybe even airplanes, ships. And there's also so much more that we don't know about it as well. Yeah, I mean, we've kind of been suppressed. So this card is like saying, okay, look over here. We've been kept from the information. It's like, look over here, don't look over here. Meanwhile, you have two golden chalices behind you. And, I mean, this is just saying like, you're looking at what we don't have, but you should be looking at what we have, because we have a lot more of it. So again, this card is, it has a spiritual significance because he's kind of, he's like enlightened here. So it's been suppressed. It has spiritual significance. There's just a lot more to it. So again, we got this card again. This is the beginning of its worth really being known to the world. And, we have a victory here. So this is really looking good. Really looking really good. Okay. Now, my last question is from a viewer. And I just want to say welcome to my new subscribers. And she wanted to know why so many souls are leaving the earth in the past 2 years. I mean, I pretty much know why, but let's see what the cards have to say. So why have so many souls left the earth in the last 2 years? Why have so many souls left the earth in the last 2 years? Oh. So many souls left the earth in the last 2 years. Okay, so basically what the cards are saying, this is them and this is their plan. So the outcome is this. So pretty much it's because their contracts, it has to do with their contracts with other people, the karma, because it's just that the earth, this is a very like earthly type of card. So the frequency of the earth has changed and they can't hold the frequency. So the frequency has gone up and they can't hold the frequency. So they have to leave because they themselves are not changing. So they have to go, and it's also contractual. It's like has to do with their soul contract as well on a spiritual level. On a physical level, I mean, some people have taken the sword in the arm. So the sword in the arm, lowers, I mean, it can affect certain things in the body. And that's what caused them to leave. but also taking the jab in the arm can lower your frequency. So, you're here and the frequency of the energy of the earth is here, there's the mismatch, and they just go. But that's pretty much the reason. It's a painful thing to have lost people, but I believe we will see them again in the fifth dimension. And I just want to share a story with you. My mother had told me this story. Somebody that she knew, a nurse, and she said that one of her patients was there and at the hospital, and they were feeling better. So, and they had taken so the next day they had passed, but they were doing better. And it's like all of a sudden they passed. And then another patient, the same thing. So what she intuitively got from that was that they were going and leaving and staying in the third dimension. So if she got that intuitively, to me, I would interpret that as we are probably moving further. We're progressing further and evolving further, going towards the fifth dimension. So it only makes sense that, maybe people are disappearing, or, people are passing for that reason. And also you have these celebrities that are, passing. They say they're passing, which, I think the majority of them are going into hiding. So yeah. All right. Well, that concludes my video for today. And I hope everyone has a great week, and see you soon, and see you later. Talk to you later. And also, please subscribe to my channel and comment. I would love to hear from you, and share and like. Take care.